If it becomes your habit to think about a person, understand that these three things are happening to that person. Sometimes, without realizing it, a person begins to live in your thoughts. You wake up, and they are the first name that crosses your mind. You go to bed, and somehow their face appears before you close your eyes. You try to distract yourself, work, music, people. But they return again and again, and you start to ask yourself, why can't I stop thinking about them? Is this love? Is this attachment? Or is it something spiritual, something beyond human explanation? Let me tell you something powerful today. When it becomes your habit to think about a person, when your mind, heart, and soul constantly revolve around someone, three invisible, things begin to happen to that person too. Even if they're miles away, even if you haven't spoken in months, even if they pretend they've forgotten you, energy doesn't lie. And in this universe, thoughts are energy. Every thought you send out travels like a wave, touches the person you think about, and comes back to you with a response. Sometimes in feelings, sometimes in dreams, sometimes in sudden memories. 1. Your thoughts start reaching their subconscious mind. When your mind constantly thinks about someone, you create a vibrational link, an invisible connection that reaches their subconscious mind. You might not talk to them, but your energy talks. You might not message them, but your heart sends signals. Have you ever noticed suddenly they view your story or message you after days, or their name appears somewhere just when you were thinking about them? That's not coincidence, that's resonance. Your energy waves are touching their aura, stirring their emotions. Our subconscious minds are like antennas. They receive signals from those who truly think about us with emotion. When you think of someone deeply, especially with love or pain, you generate a powerful energy frequency. That frequency doesn't disappear. It travels. And that person starts feeling restless without knowing why. They may feel sudden sadness, sudden warmth, or sudden longing, and they can't explain it. It's your thoughts reaching them like invisible whispers. It's why some people say, I don't know why, but I suddenly felt like calling you. That's your energy at work. But here's the truth. This connection works both ways. If your energy is peaceful, they'll feel calm. If your energy is chaotic, they'll feel confused. You are not just thinking, you're transmitting. So be careful what kind of thoughts you send, because the universe is always listening. 2. Their energy field begins to mirror yours. You've probably heard this line. Two people connected by the heart feel each other's emotions even from afar. That's not poetry. It's the physics of energy. Every human being carries an electromagnetic field, an aura that vibrates with emotions. When you habitually think about someone, your energy field begins to synchronize with theirs. Their mood starts to shift. Their thoughts begin to echo yours. Even their life path may subtly align with your vibration. Have you ever noticed you think of them and suddenly they appear online? Or you feel low, and somehow they text you at that exact moment. That's not random. That's a reflection of the energetic mirror between you. You think of them at 2 a.m. They feel restlessness in their sleep. You feel peace, and they feel comfort without knowing why, because your aura has touched theirs, like ripples meeting in the middle of a quiet lake. And the more emotional your thoughts, the stronger the connection grows. When you think of them with love, warmth, and forgiveness, you heal both hearts. But when you think of them with pain, anger, or obsession, you block your own energy and theirs too. That's why the universe often whispers to you, let go, and not because they don't matter, but because love must flow freely. Love is never about possession. It's about connection. When you think lovingly without expectation, your energy becomes medicine for both of you. You might notice they become calmer, more focused, even happier, because the vibration you send is healing. You are always affecting them, whether through chaos or calm. So choose peace, because whatever you think about them becomes part of their emotional atmosphere. 3. Destiny begins to rearrange the circumstances between you. Now comes The third and most mysterious truth: when you constantly think about someone with deep emotion, destiny starts responding. The universe begins to rearrange situations, events, and coincidences just to bring you two into energetic alignment again. Could be as small as their name appearing everywhere, a song playing that reminds you of them, a dream where they talk to you, or suddenly meeting them when you least expected. These are not random moments. They're signs of alignment, because your thoughts are energy, and energy creates matter. The more consistently you think of someone, the more you pull them into your life's vibration. But here's the secret. The universe doesn't bring people back for the same story. It brings them back for healing lessons and growth. Maybe you're meant to close an old chapter peacefully. Maybe you're meant to start a new one with more understanding. Or maybe you're just meant to realize that love never ends. It simply changes form. If your bond was built on true emotion, the universe will give you chances to reconnect through messages, dreams, synchronicities, or even mutual events. But if it was meant to teach you self-worth, the universe will instead guide you to peace within yourself. Either way, when you think of them with emotion, something always happens either inside you or around you. Understanding the meaning behind these three things. When it becomes a habit to think of someone, it's a sign of unfinished energy. It means your souls are still in conversation, through silence, through distance, through time. It doesn't always mean they're your soulmate or twin flame. Sometimes it simply means they came into your life to awaken something: love, patience, forgiveness, or strength. Every person you can't stop thinking about is a mirror showing you something you must understand about yourself. If you feel pain, it means you must heal. If you feel longing, it means you must learn self-love. If you feel peace, it means you've understood the lesson. The universe uses people to teach us what our soul still needs to learn, and thinking about them is not weakness. It's awareness. It's your heart remembering what it once felt deeply, for how to transform that habit into healing energy. If your thoughts are constant, don't fight them. Guide them. Because the more you resist, the stronger they become. Instead, try this every time their face appears. In your mind, instead of sadness or craving, say silently, "I send you peace, I send you love. I release you to your own journey as I continue mine." This simple affirmation turns emotional attachment into spiritual release. It doesn't erase them from your heart. It simply sets both souls free. When you do this consistently, you'll notice something magical. They'll start to feel that peace too. The emotional tug will fade. You'll both begin to heal. And one day you'll realize you can think of them with gratitude, not pain. That's when you've truly mastered the connection, the spiritual truth behind constant thoughts. Many spiritual teachers say that when you can't stop thinking of someone, their higher self is thinking of you. Two souls communicate on frequencies that words cannot reach. You might be awake thinking of them, and they might be dreaming of you. You might be praying for them, and they might feel a sudden comfort without knowing why. This is soul energy, infinite, timeless, and beyond logic. But even here, balance is important. If your thoughts come from love, they uplift both of you. If they come from obsession, they drain both of you. So let your thoughts be light. Let them travel with blessings, not need. And remember, you can love someone deeply without holding them tightly. Closing message. So if it's become your habit to think about someone, understand this: you're not crazy. You're not weak. You're simply human, with a heart that feels deeply and energy that connects powerfully. But know these three truths: your thoughts reach their subconscious. Your energies mirror each other. Destiny rearranges itself to teach, heal, or reunite you. So think wisely, because your mind is not just a space. It's a transmitter. Your thoughts are not just private, they're powerful, and the person you can't stop thinking about feels it too. Maybe not in words, maybe not in actions, but somewhere deep inside, they know, because energy never lies. So the next time their face flashes in your mind, smile, breathe, and say, may we both find peace, love, and purpose in this connection. And then let go with grace, because if they're meant to be in your life, they'll find their way back, not through force, but through the gentle power of destiny. Sometimes the heart knows what the mind can't explain, and sometimes letting go is the most loving thing you can do. Welcome to the Psychology Times. If you're curious about the hidden truths of the mind and heart, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a fact that could change the way you see the world.